Hello and welcome back to episode 68 of Tales of Symphonia, which we're at no turning back now, even though there is turning back, actually. We do have the Darius emblem. Need to do something about Mythos. Yup. 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 Okay, let's go. I know, you don't want us to kill him. To be fair, I don't think anybody wants to kill anybody for the most part. Except for Lloyd. Lloyd has a burning fire for murder. And now we just have to go unlock... Basically, that huge gate we saw last episode, that's where we have to head. But of course, we have to go find some stuff so we can unlock it, so that's what we're doing now. I think this is one of them. So, then after... Go ahead, sorry.
That was nothing.
So, okay, yes, sorry. I was gonna say, then after this, we just got the penultimate episode, which is just side quest, and the final episode, and we're done. So, you know, I am enjoying some ice cream. Not gonna lie, because ice cream's tasty.
What flavor is it though?
Waffle cone, which is not my favorite.
It's waffle cone flavored ice cream. Doesn't make sense though. You're supposed to put the ice cream in a waffle cone.
Don't ask me. Katie bought it. I just eat it.
What is it? Vanilla ice cream with waffle bits in it, or like artificial waffle cone flavored ice cream?
No, but waffle bits in it, caramel and chocolate.
Oh, that's not too bad then. I thought it was like sort of like coffee ice cream. It's just coffee flavored ice cream. I thought it was like an actual ice cream that just tastes like a waffle cone.
Probably not. That might be a little bit too... That might be too much.
Well, green tea ice cream is actually really good.
Is it? I'm not try them.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. If your store carries Haagen-Dazs, little personal pints of ice cream, I suggest the green tea. That is just so good.
I'll have to try it, because I know that we do have Haagen-Dazs, but I don't know if I've ever seen green tea. I used to eat Ben & Jerry's a lot, but they just stand for so much that's wrong that I can't buy them anymore.
Yeah.
Like, they stand for abortion, they stand for same-sex unions, and it's like, I can't, Ben & Jerry's, sorry, you're tasty, but I can't, just like I don't eat or drink Starbucks anymore, I don't buy Ben & Jerry's anymore. Because Starbucks also happens to contribute towards Planned Parenthood, so...
Well, actually, I didn't know until recently that raspberry ginger ale, I think all sales of raspberry ginger ale go to Salvation Army.
Really? Then I can't really do that either then, because Salvation Army is...
I could be completely wrong, but I think it's on the cap. It says that the proceeds of raspberry ginger ale go to the Salvation Army, at least during Christmas. Because there's the nice Salvation Army banner on top of the cap, and I think it mentions on the bottle, hey, our proceeds go to there. That if, some are more reputable, but isn't some random church that some guy founded.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Which doesn't even baptize people.
That's a shame, because I actually really like ginger ale. Let me see, raspberry...
Or that, it might be cranberry.
You're probably, yeah, I was gonna say that makes more sense. That makes me sad, because I actually really like, I'm assuming it's Canada Dry, yeah?
Yeah, it's Canada Dry.
So I really like Canada Dry.
I think it's just during Christmas now.
Yeah.
Christmas season, because then they put the decorations on it. Outside of Christmas, they still make the cranberry ginger ale, but I don't think that goes to Salvation Army.
It's also
Salvation Army is only relevant during Christmas.
It's also not as easy to find.
Really?
Not outside of
Well, it's all over the place here. I know that further, at least in my experience, further south you go, the more common certain flavors of soda are. Like, you can't get vanilla Coke up here in 2 liters, but if you go down to Virginia, I saw vanilla Coke. I saw like blue raspberry Fanta, which I hadn't seen ever before in my life.
I was gonna say, we get a lot of, it depends. Like, do you have the salted caramel Pepsi down there?
No, but I when I heard that existed,
It actually tastes good. It does taste good.
I can't imagine drinking it though. Their summer mix Pepsi was pretty good. I forget what they put in that.
The holiday Mountain Dew is not worth it, by the way.
What's in their holiday one is like peppermint.
Nope, it is. So it's super lazy. They take regular Mountain Dew and combine it with Code Red, so it pretty much just tastes like Code Red.
Yeah, because Code Red is just standard Mountain Dew with stuff mixed in it, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty lazy. Like, it's like.
It's just because it's red and green.
I mean, it's still red. Like, hold on. Holiday. Like, it's so lazy. I was so disappointed by this.
It all comes down to what do you think about Baja Blast, though?
Oh, I miss Baja Blast so much.
That's we only talk about those Baja Blast, right?
For what?
Doesn't only talk about when is Baja Blast come? Is it like a certain season or something?
No, it was for one summer, and then after that they had a vote off between Baja Blast and it was another good flavor, but it wasn't as good as Baja Blast. I think it was Pitch Black that they brought back instead. Permanently.
You would have figured from how popular Baja Blast was that it would have stayed, but
yeah, but you know, a bunch of I like Mountain Dew, but
maybe there's a bunch of trolls because that's what happened with the Dub the Duke
contest. Hitler did nothing wrong, which Hitler did do something wrong, by the way.
Hitler did nothing wrong was the top choice.
Yeah,
they had to close it.
Gushing Granny was one of them. Yeah.
Or Fapple.
Oh gosh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Really bad ones.
The internet is.
The thing is, that was back when you could say Hitler did nothing wrong. You're like, oh, that person's clearly joking.
And now people mean it seriously.
Now you know. Nowadays, you don't know if someone's joking or not because there's people. You go to a comment section and anything like, well, actually, he liked animals, therefore, he wasn't such a bad guy after all.
Oh, okay. I mean, he liked animals. By the way, you need that stone so that you can go back. Basically, that's how you teleport. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I just don't get people sometimes because it's like, no, just because he liked one thing does not make the other things that he did not bad.
Yeah, that's just. I swear, I've been thinking lately. People seem to. There's two kinds of edgy that I think a lot of people are going to nowadays, and people like to either be edgy fascists or edgy communists. Or Marxists, because communist is a blanket term.
Yeah.
And it's another term that I guess is people throw around but don't know the meaning of, because I think anyone is considered a communist if they're vaguely to the left.
I could see that, yeah, it's just, I don't know. The whole America's messed up at the moment. I'm not.
Crazy, that's why I like to tell people, like, oh, who did you support or do this? I didn't do anything, because I don't support any of these people.
Yeah, I was gonna say, both my grandpas fought in World War II. I've had other, people that have been in the military, and I'm thankful for the country, but at the same time, I'm tired of America. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I am, but
give me the next ticket to ship out of here somewhere.
Yeah, like on the one hand, I'm tired of America. On the other hand, it's like, you know what I'm saying?
You don't like it, but you also feel sorry for it. But there's no real way that you can. Because I don't buy into the whole, oh, just vote and everything will change, or just call your congressman and everything will change. No, it won't. That's why there's corruption. Like, if ancient Rome's politics were so corrupt, why didn't they just fix it?
And not just that, it's just there's a lot of places that are worse than here, and I can't deny that.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm privileged to be here, but at the same time, I still think I would prefer in some other places, I suppose. But
I'd like Japan. Japan wouldn't be so bad, I feel.
If I knew the language, maybe. But
yeah. I can't really think of any other countries I'd want to live in. That's the sad thing.
Yeah, because like,
I wouldn't want to live in Japan.
You wouldn't want to?
Nope.
Why's that?
Expensive, racist.
They are racist.
It's a really difficult language to learn.
That's fair. They are racist.
Incredibly horrible work culture.
Let's hypothetically say be fluent Japanese. Is it just the expensive?
The racism is pretty high. He is absolutely right on that. Like, Japanese do not trust Nihongo. Wait, hold on. Gaijin. Pardon me, Gaijin. They don't trust Nihongo. What, their native language? Yes. Yeah.
That, I guess, if you're not married, good luck getting married. Because
Yeah.
even if they're not racist, a lot of Japanese people don't want to marry. Because it takes away from their careers.
I don't know if that's the men or the women, though. The women may be more open to it.
It's
I'm
both.
not sure. Is it? Okay.
Because if none of the women want to marry, then none of the men are going to get married, and there's no point in it. So people turn to host clubs and other methods of satisfying themselves because
Sadly.
nobody wants to get in a relationship because because there's such an emphasis on the career.
Sadly,
And
yeah.
you can't be a mother because if you're a mother, then now I got to do a kid and a career, and now your career life's going to suffer. The whole point is you want to focus on your career, so I'm just not going to bother with the whole relationship thing.
Which is crazy and obviously wrong, but yeah.
Yeah, their fertility rate is getting worse and worse. I think they said they're expecting the population to go down to like 7 million by the end of either 2040 or 2099.
Like, if I remember,
2099 sounds more likely.
if I remember at the moment, it's less than one child is being born for every 2 people.
Yeah, they have more elderly than children and young adults, I think.
Like, I want to say it's at 0.5 for every 2 people, which you can't sustain a country.
And I think it's like 50% aren't in any kind of relationship.
Yeah. That wouldn't surprise me.
Which is why it's always kind of rare when I see something and it's a Japanese couple. I'm like, oh wow, they're actually...
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, guess what?
What?
My desktop crashed again. Verbs.
Alright. You should really stop doing, you know, multi... He has Linux and Microsoft running, that's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. Sorry, somebody commented. Give me 1 second. I posted that to our Discord. Basically, it's super lazy. Super lazy. We're talking about Holiday Brew again for Mountain Dew. I should preface it that. This puzzle's annoying, by the way. Like, they tell you what to do, but I disagree with some of the colors, and that may just be me. Basically, you have to place the colors in the correct order.
Yeah.
I know I eventually look it up, because it's like...
Well, that reminds me of how stupid the puzzles are in Skyrim. They're supposed to be these super ancient burial grounds, and they want to keep out tomb robbers, and it's just... Match the dial up with what's on the claw.
To be fair, the claw is super rare, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but you'd figure even if you have it, it's... I mean... you can make it a little harder. I mean, there's even other ones they don't require the claw, they're just like vague hints in a book, and just turn the statue in a certain direction, that's it. It's something you could do, like, it's like a flash game you'd put in front of a 3-year-old. Match the picture with the other picture.
I bet they're too scared that if they do anything too hard, you know. Also, I'm pretty sure I'm messing up, because I keep going to opposite sides to try to do the blocks, but I'm pretty sure all the blocks that I need stay on each side. So there's no...
Is it playing for you guys?
Yeah, it's playing for us.
There we go.
Let's see.
Okay. Do you see me doing the same stupid block puzzle that I was doing when you left?
No, it's starting from the beginning.
1357, 58, 59, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. Yeah. So, okay. We're good to go. And then... yeah, it's just... this block puzzle. And then I just decided to do this, you know, boss right before.
Yeah, it's sitting there, I see me as well.
Exactly. It's like... and it's just another reskin of those dragons we've seen a few times, and it's...
I actually noticed that about, P5, they reused a couple of models, they just recolored them a bit.
Tales of Symphonia does that a fair amount too, like, not everything, like, there's definitely...
yeah, there's some unique ones, but I guess sometimes it just... figured out I'll notice if you kind of switch a couple of colors around on one thing.
Like, I'm trying to remember, there's a Final Fantasy game that's worse about it.
Oh man, you're
but I can't remember which Final Fantasy game it is at the moment. I'll go 13, just to piss off that Catholic gamer dude again. By the way, I'm not trying to piss you off. I just back when we were
does
doing
he like 13?
He does like 13, yeah.
Oh, he must be reviled because I think most people say they hate 13, right?
Yeah, and I was gonna say he brought up some good points, but I just can't bring myself to like 13.
You gotta take that to, I think it's a subreddit for unpopular opinion or something.
Mm-hmm. Like, I just can't bring myself to like Final Fantasy 13. It's very linear. To be fair, I also don't really like any of the Final Fantasies after 6. I've heard that if I like Final Fantasy 1 through 6, I should play Final Fantasy 9, but I haven't done that yet. So I've heard 9 is
whenever
really
this episode releases, you should tag him or something just to trigger him.
Well, I don't want to trigger him. He's a cool guy, but I get what you mean. Just to rustle his jimmies. My jimmies have been rustled.
Life isn't healthy without getting your jimmies rustled every once in a while. I have another friend who roasts me on a daily basis, and it's not a normal day if he doesn't roast me at least once.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, even humans, no matter how dirty, smelly, stupid, and ape-like they are.
Pretty much. It is. However, that doesn't mean you can go and do whatever you want in the world, because then that leads to complete chaos, almost like what's kind of happening in the real world at the moment. Surprise!
Great seed from Mythos and revive the giant tree.
On the bright side, at least they don't have love is love in here. I'll give them that.
Without it, not only will we be unable to restore peace between the different races.
No, I don't know. What's the other? It's my body. I do what I want. Sick. Well, it's my family. I do what I want.
Yeah. I never got that argument. It's my body. I do what I want. All right. You have another body in there. I'm pretty sure they don't want you to kill yourself.
Well, I think they argue because it depends on you as a host. I mean, they say hosts like it's taking from you, therefore you don't have consent to it or something like that.
Right, and that's really silly. I saw a really good argument actually on Our Catholicism about it, where
there's a ton of good arguments against how dumb it is to say, oh well, it's violating my rights because it exists.
And basically, for the cutscene, just to sum it up, we're gonna go fight Mythos, and then we turn right around and don't go fight Mythos for, a while.
Yeah.
Because we still have stuff to do. It's very pretty, though. And then we're... okay.
It's just like Skyrim. It's like, wow, Sovngarde, the world leader's here. I'm gonna go pick some roses and catch some butterflies for that alchemist.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Dual boot. That's what it's called. I remembered. There we go. I still haven't figured out yet that no, the block puzzles in fact do not mingle with one another, Kevin. What are you doing? But since next episode is all side quests, roundup, we do solve this, at least this episode. So oh, I need to record Deus Ex the Fall like really short, pretty much before next weekend, don't I? Dang.
Well, it's only like 4 hours.
Yeah, but I still need to actually get around to recording it. I've done the first hour. This was the point where I gave up, by the way, and looked it up. In case you couldn't tell by me doing my frustrated jig there for a second.
I'm probably gonna do that. Actually, I do that in Thief. I needed a guard to turn around and he doesn't, so I sit there for like 5 seconds, throwing the camera all over the place because he won't move.
Yeah, I do that with Deus Ex. Like, when you're crouched for... You've played Human Revolution, right?
I think I've actually never touched Deus
Really?
Ex. The first one, I just haven't touched it.
That's fair. I was gonna say...
The key point is you want to sneak.
Yeah. Definitely. You don't have to sneak later, but...
Oh yeah, you can go loud and do all this other stuff, but I'd like to sneak.
Yeah, it's more satisfying. What I'm trying to say is it's definitely better if you do that. Because if you try to combine the two, eventually you get so bored of it, and that's my main problem. I'm trying not to combine the two this time, because it's like, okay, I've done this, I'm just tired of having to sneak now. My other problem is, and this is a personal problem, at least for Human Revolution, whenever I see an enemy, I want to knock them all out, and you don't have to do that.
Yeah, that was always. That's why for the thief run, I'm trying to do it with as few knockouts as possible because it's so easy to just knock everyone in the map out, so you can just do whatever.
Not just that, it gets super boring when you.
Yeah.
All right, just wait, knock out. Okay, move on to the next one.
Where instead of wait till the patrol walks by and then try and walk past it, and then it gets tense. You can hear the foot. Like the best part of a thief is the sound. So you're picking the door with the lockpick, and you hear the footsteps getting closer and closer around the corner. So you gotta speed it up, and hopefully not be in the light when he comes by.
Yeah.
I tried not to do quick save exploiting, but I had to do that in a second one because it takes forever.
Sorry, I'm not trying to interrupt you. I was wrong here.
I thought you looked it up.
Yeah, I did. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, I wasn't wrong in the puzzle. What I was saying earlier was that the blocks don't interside, so like the right side doesn't come to the left. But obviously, this right block just came to the left, so I was wrong. You know.
I think I know what I'm doing.
Batman Arkham Origins?
Why would I do that?
I actually really like that game, even though... Speaking of unpopular opinions, that's probably my favorite Arkham game.
I actually like it.
Do you? Okay.
I'm trying to think of an unpopular opinion I have myself. I can't think of one. I may have said it before, but I can't remember.
You don't. I'm assuming you don't like Big Bang Theory, which I don't know why that's popular.
That's a popular opinion. In fact, it's almost like a Nickelback. Everybody hates Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, I don't get why it's still in the air though.
It's because it's viewed by. I mean, I don't like using the term casuals or normies, but it's because people who don't understand it.
Yeah.
Because it's mostly laughing at people because they're interested in things instead of. It's not like they made a reference to Lord of the Rings and they're laughing because, oh, I understand that reference. They're laughing because it's Lord of the Rings and it's nerdy.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he's interested in something, that's why.
Yeah. And it's like I love my mom, but she drives me nuts because she likes Big Bang Theory, and it's like no matter how much I tell her, no, it's essentially blackface for nerds, and it's not funny. And she's like, oh, shut up. And it's like, okay, great. I love my mom, but there's some things I definitely don't disagree with her on. She's unfortunately a cafeteria Catholic, and I love her, and I'm trying to help her, but it's hard.
Yeah, I got you.
Like, I'm not trying to sell her out, but she hasn't been to confession in probably about 13 years. I was close last summer to getting her to go, and then she came into the church with me, and she said, no, I thought she'd get in line, waiting, so I went in, did confession, and then when I was done, she's like, okay, I'm good. And it's like, did you go to see the priest? No, I just sat here and prayed. That's good, right? No, it's not. That's not how you do this. That's not how you do this at all. It's like, I love her, I do. It's just, I'm worried about you. I promise. It's not me trying to be a jerk. I legitimately care about you. You're my mother. I'm still working on her, just like my dad. My dad and my brother, I think, are going to be the harder ones. Because I was going to say, my dad has been agnostic for as long as I remember, and obviously, as you know, I think it's like only 20% of children, if it's their mother, stay with the faith, whereas it's 80% if the dad stays with the faith. Something like it's a higher percentage.
Oh wow, yeah, that was in a recent thing I had to do for courses I'm taking. We had to write an essay, we had to write sort of like a TED talk, and then record it through speaking, and then hand it in, and then check out someone else's comment on theirs. And one's was. Mm-hmm. He did his on the lack of responsibility of fathers nowadays, and how we see kids as burdens now. At any time,
sadly,
people seem to joke, especially guys joke if a girl.
Sorry, 1 second. I just find this interesting. So you know how we haven't seen Noish in a while?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah, we haven't seen him in 20 episodes.
Are you ready to see him? They're talking about
this whole time.
They're apparently he's just been in our pocket. Apparently, we're talking about an extinct animal at the moment that we haven't seen in 4,000 years. Let's see. They continue to evolve throughout their lives. Protozoans are born as single-cell life forms. Blah blah blah. Yeah. Hey, the Elf Elder isn't dead. He didn't stay with the village when it got burned down. By the way, the village is looking better now than it was. Forgot about that. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Huh. I guess that's, yeah, basically I've partially... Look! It's Noish! Yeah, surprise, he's the last of its kind. Read a book. Reading Rainbow.
I was actually waiting to make the joke that, oh, actually, we're creationists. We don't believe in the evolution, so the thing doesn't exist.
Thankfully, as Catholics, we can believe either way. I believe most Catholics do believe in evolution, but...
Yeah, there was a papal bull on it that said that we believe it within reason. We believe it because it's scientifically true. It is true, but at the same time, that God was behind it and was the author.
There was still, I was going to say, there was still an Adam and Eve, yeah.
Yeah. Which, my understanding is, I think humans as biological forms may have existed, but Adam and Eve was when they actually
got souls.
Got souls. We're given their sentience, and God said, "All right, yeah, I think they're perfect right now." So,
which honestly makes sense because it's like if God gave us free will, then He would give us the ability to, like, you know, develop. Like, obviously, He knew where it was going to go because He made us in His image, but that doesn't mean that He wouldn't want us to go ahead and, you know, free will. So it's like He let us go ahead and develop, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's the misconception. I mean, I've mentioned it plenty of times that people have. It's, oh, the fruit was when we were free. It's like, no, we were always free. We just used that freedom to do something completely different.
Yeah. And even the fruit may be a metaphor. I'm not sure on that one yet. I need to double check. I've heard varying...
I mean, it was the fruit, but it wasn't an apple. Like, it was a fruit, but people don't know what fruit it was.
Or, I was going to say, it may not have been, like, from what I've heard, it was definitely a choice, but it's not guaranteed that it was a fruit, but it was definitely...
They say it was a fruit, though, in Genesis.
I'll have to double check that. Like,
I'm pretty sure it was fruit in Genesis, but it wasn't an apple, so the whole idea of an apple in Eden, or the forbidden apple, or whatever, isn't really biblically correct. They think it may have more likely been a fig.
I can see that. I could definitely see that. That would make a little bit more sense considering...
It's a more common fruit.
I was just going to say the fig tree, you know, and that Jesus, Yeah,
there's the people that follow Westboro Baptist around with the signs that say, God hates figs.
Yeah.
And then cite the biblical passage where he curses the fig tree.
That would be both great and awful, because it's like, I want to help our Westboro Baptist Church brothers, but they are so...
They're deeply indoctrinated is the problem. I don't know if there's really ever a way to get them out of that.
Yeah, it's hard. By the way, we just got the best spell in the game, Meteor, so...
Is it what I think it is, and then you bring down a ton of meteors?
Yep.
Yeah. Just reminds me of that time we destroyed that village.
You mean this village?
Oh my gosh.
So I was gonna say, it was this village. I was gonna say, why is she posting that? But now it makes more sense. I was confused at first. Oh hey, we came back to talk with Virginia. Well, we are her daughter. I don't remember if we ever actually find her in the sequel. I've never played the sequel. Like, I've been thinking about picking it up, but I haven't yet.
I think you said you've seen bits of it. Like, you've made references to stuff that happens in it.
Only here and there. Like, I've read a little bit of the Wikipedia, because I don't want to spoil it too much. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know if I'd ever really want to, because Tales of Symphonia, it took me 10 years to even want to play it a second time, and I mainly just did it for the commentary channel, so it's like... a lot of people like Tales of Symphonia, but it wasn't my favorite game. However, I'm definitely keeping my copy of it because how much does a copy of it go for now? Give me a second.
And it's not digital, I think, at least for the GameCube.
Nah, I was gonna say, let me see. Tales of Symphonia GameCube. Only about $90.
Sort of like the Guild Wars soundtrack. It's like 200 something.
Oh, it's gone up. Let me see. By the way, my favorite game, Skies of Arcadia Legends, 150.
That's crazy.
Guild Wars 2 soundtrack. Let's see how much that is now.
PSP games are outrageously expensive nowadays.
350 now for the Guild Wars 2 soundtrack, by the way.
Wow.
I think I've explained that. I'll explain on real quickly here, just in case I haven't. So basically,
you could have gotten good.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say basically the reason why that is initially, and this was through Jeremy Soul's own website, so it wasn't the Guild Wars 2 team. They basically went ahead and Jeremy Soul, did this soundtrack for Guild Wars 2. Guild Wars 2 let him sell it because obviously it's technically his work. It's just being licensed. So it's through his website. Only half of the people that ordered got it. No, they didn't get a refund for the other half. So I'm one of the lucky few that got it.
Yeah, that's... Wow.
Bit shady, yeah. But either way, we're almost at the end now, guys. We just got 2 more episodes. So we're probably going to have to end up recording those next week. And then we're moving on to something else. I'm excited. I'm pretty sure Ott's the most excited of us all, though.
Yeah, because this has been going on for, I don't know how long.
About a year now. I think we started shortly after Christmas last year, didn't we?
Yeah, I think so.
So it's been about a year now, and I'm sure Ott's ready for this to be done. All right. He's here, but he's busy. So we'll talk to you guys next time. Until then.
I'm here.
Are you? Okay. You were commenting. We were saying you'd be excited. That's all right.
Oh. Yeah, sorry, tired.
That's fair. I was going to say, you do have to work tomorrow, so that makes sense. So, all right. We will catch you guys next time. Ott will be with us for these last 2 episodes, and then we'll be moving on to a game he'll be interested in. So we should... I was going to say, it should be good for everybody, is what I'm trying to say. So until then, Pax et Bonum.